Hi, and welcome to my channel again. I'm Betty Horn, and it's all about how I deal with my grief and hoping that my stories can somehow help others deal with theirs. I wanted to tell a story about my older son, James. It's a miracle of life and a miracle of death. When he was very, very little, not even a toddler, the Spirit told me that I would outlive my son. I was told that several times throughout my life, throughout their lives, that I would outlive my children. But I would put it away. I couldn't face that kind of a thing. I would just... It wasn't that I was ignoring the Spirit, I just couldn't... I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't process it. But I was warned. When James was 9 months old, he fell out of a 4th floor window and landed on glass-strewn asphalt. They took him to the hospital and x-rayed him head to toe. That boy had nothing wrong with him. He had a bruise about the size of a nickel in the middle of his back. He didn't have a scratch on him. Not from the glass, not from the fall, not from anything. There was not a bone broken. He really... That's all that was wrong with him, was a little bruise in the middle of his back. I had neighbors that used to tell me I had an angel baby, that angels had held him up. And I believe that's true, because as my life progressed, there were several times when that boy saved my life on an emotional level. Not the least of which was when his brother died. But before James died, he was trying to go on a mission, and we sent in all the paperwork, we'd done all the things we were supposed to do, and he went and had a physical, and he flunked the physical. I don't know what anybody knows about medical stuff, but your protein level in your urine isn't supposed to ever be above 50. And I think it's supposed to be as close to 0 as possible. His was 9,300. They thought that they'd made a mistake, and they retested him, and it was 9,300. And which bottom line meant that he had severe kidney damage. They didn't know why. They didn't know the cause of it. He was set to have a biopsy that Monday after he died. And my sister was a nurse. And she was actually a nurse in the kidney care unit at the hospital. And she told me that the hardest death there is to die of kidney disease. She says it's even worse than dying of cancer. And it's a miracle that my son lived. But it's a miracle that he died the way he did, because he died instantly. I didn't have to go through months or years of watching him suffer and watching him deteriorate and watching him in so much pain. The Lord really blessed me that I had that miracle. And I want to thank Him for that. As much as I miss my boys, I know that there's going to be a time soon that I will be with them again. And I will talk more about that in another video, because there's some things that I've written that I want to share, and about my hope. But if my son had to die, at least he didn't suffer. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.